What's up, Leo? Hi, everyone. My name is Jet, and you're at Aqua Goddess Tarot. Hello. And so, just a little bit about me. I'm an intuitive, I'm a healer, I'm an astrologer, and I share my gifts for the highest collective good only, okay? So, if you're new, refer to my video on how to understand your planets. I know sometimes people will be like, your sun, your moon, your rising, your, refrigerator. Like, if you don't understand what that is, I have a video in the description box that explains that because you will have different signs and different planets. It impacts you in different ways. And so that's just, a way to keep it easy, easy for you to know. So when I say that I read for the highest vibrational good only, channeling you right now, but read for the highest vibrational good only, what I'm saying is that even when times get sticky, I'm only doing it to give you a path through. There's nothing that you cannot overcome, that you cannot find the other way through. You've done it your entire life. What's different now? So I keep it real, but it's only to help you find a path and guide you through. And it's up to you what you choose to do. So the extended read for this is available on Patreon, as well as all the other extended reads. So if your sun, your moon, and your ascendant are in different signs, you get access to all of that on Patreon. And the first 20 patrons, I'm running a promotion right now. So those first 20 will receive a complimentary tarot natal chart reading where I will look at your natal chart. I'll look at your planetary alignment. And you can ask up to 3 questions and we'll channel messages through tarot as well as look at that natal chart in order to illuminate, various things that are going on. So that's just a special thank you for joining Patreon. And for some reason, if you missed the promotion, you can reach out to me at aquagoddesstarot@gmail.com to schedule a session with me, but that will be for full price. And a little bit of housekeeping. If you enjoy the content here, if this has helped you, one way to pay me back is to make it a point to subscribe to the channel, to make it a point to like the video, and make it a point to comment, even if it's an emoji, okay? Because that's how the YouTube algorithm works. That's how this video can be circulated to someone else who needs the message. And I just really, really appreciate it. We as a collective make this work. And I can't say thank you enough. Cannot. Leo. Okay. Universe, I set the intention to read for Leo with the highest intention. And for the highest vibrational good only, I accept an illuminated path to share bright so that Leo can see their way through. Okay, y'all, let's level up. Okay. Leo. First card coming out. So I was already feeling like you've been wanting to move forward in something. So when I was channeling you in that couple of moments where I was doing a little spiel, I've been getting this energy that you're having a lot of false starts, like trying to move on, but you're over here waiting. And our fire signs do not like waiting. So let's see what's going on here. So we have a Lover's card in reverse. We have the 3 of Wands going on a journey. And the Queen of Wands, kind of giving that inspiration of a journey. Are you trying to quit someone? Leo, are you trying to quit someone or something? What are you trying to quit? It's not someone's trying to quit you. I feel like you're trying to quit it. You're like, I'm done. I'm good on this. What are you trying to quit, Leo? Let's... Make me giggle over here because I was getting this feeling of like trying to do it today. It's kind of like one of those things, like if you ever dated somebody and you dated somebody because like, oh, they're a nice guy, nice gal, whatever, and then you're like, I don't really like this person, but they're so nice to you that you're like, oh, I'm gonna break up with them today, I'm gonna break up with them tomorrow or something like that, blah 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 blah, blah, that kind of thing. It's reminding me of that kind of energy, like, they're more into you than you are to them. And you feel locked up. Like, I just feel like you've outgrown this. Whatever this is, you just outgrown it. You're ready to go on. It might be one of those things where you want to move somewhere, like, far, and you're trying to have this journey, you're trying to keep on expanding, and they're like, more like a hermit, wants to stay in the house, or it doesn't always have to be a romantic thing. It could be friends, family, something that like is tied to your everyday kind of partnership kind of energy. And you're really connecting with the energy of the universe. You feel like there's a calling, you're like your purpose is pulling you forward, a true love, but in a different way that you can actually be of purpose and of use, but you feel locked and like, not locked up like you're destitute, but just like behind kind of like this ivory tower, just looking at the world. And you just like what you've been feeling inside is what you now, you now want to bring to light. I can't even. There's like, it's like literally pushing and moving against you. Like something continues to bump up against you over and over again. It's not to the point where it's like a delay. It's at the point where it's like you feel, how do I put this? You feel like they, that it's just not a match. It's not a match. You can't fit a circle through a square. Okay. You just can't. Like you can't, it. There's like no way of being sweet about it. There's no way of being, some other way about it. There's no way. It's just not a good fit. And, you're trying to expand. You're trying to have some like Jupiter energy going on here. Fifth of Cups and the Two of Cups. You actually want a partnership that works. And you know exactly what you want, Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Or if you watch the video, applying it, this for the advanced players, applying it to the other planetary alignment going on as well. But, I actually wouldn't be surprised if you have someone in mind that gives you more of that connection that you're looking for. I would not be surprised at all. Like, if they're not in your life, they're on the way. And you feel called to leave. Like, you feel called to remove yourself from the kind of sticky situation that you're in, that you just feel like, it's like when someone is like high school sweethearts, or you're from a small town and you married the right person and y'all had life together, and you just are like, I'm bored. I'm ready to go on this experience. And the person you're with is like, no, like, they want to be more like closed off. And you're like, I'm ready to go forward. And your soulmate is actually sending that same message. Two of Pentacles. So something that's tied with a sense of security here. The Knight of Cups. Something that's giving that deep romance. The Chariot. You just wanting to break free. And strength, feeling like that there's a disconnect of strength. You are really like redetermining right now what you want from someone, because your desire in romance is overlapping with your desire with your life purpose, your life goal. And these two things are working simultaneously. On one level, when it comes to romance, you're receiving the message that, you know exactly what you want. You want it to be like this. You want to be free. You want to go on this journey. You want to have these more exciting experiences, but the person that you're around, or this energy that you're used to, because it could be karmic too. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you are in a relationship with someone. It can be karmic to the person that you keep on attracting. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling it is. The person that you keep on attracting over and over and over again does not work with, your karmic destiny. And you're just like, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that all the time. I want to manifest what I actually need from a partnership. They're, constantly, like suppressing me, holding me back, keeping me in, not allowing me to like do this soul, this freeing, this share this experience of life worth. And you want that romance. You want that chariot riding off into that fun adventure. And you often feel like you're only staying in it because there's like this false sense of security. And you know that. Like, it's a false sense of security that's going on right now. And you might even think, honestly, that you don't have the strength to leave. Like, Not if it's a person, like more of like an energy that continues to show up. You might feel like you don't have the strength to move on from that kind of energy. You're tired of love playing you for a fool because you feel like you're the only one who's the fool here in the situation. And what you really want is this loving, this nurturing, but empowering, you know, because it's two things. It's like nurturing what you get, but you also want to be empowered. You want to feel like the world is y'all's oyster and y'all can take it on. Now, that was the one level on love. Now, when it comes to your passion and your life purpose, you're flowing that same way. So sometimes, you know, as you're working through your life purpose stuff, it comes up in love stuff too. You come off to me like someone who really is interpreting life through their romantic relationships. And your life purpose is saying, like, it's time for you to expand. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to be at this new adventure and do this new thing and be there and have this new energetic experience and to not be afraid and to conquer anything and to have fun with it. And it just it feels like the energy is no longer serving that old way of how things used to be. And I'm getting the Justice card in reverse. You feel like you have constantly been kind of just not done right by in relationships. Not done right by in you trying to conquering this life purpose. And you are aware of it. You know it. You see it. And it's kind of tough. You know, it's kind of tough. It's tough sometimes to have to face that you are attracting the same type of person over and over again. They may look different, they may be from different places, you might think they have different interests, but energetically they are the same type of thing, as well as you're bringing in the same type of roadblocks for your ultimate life purpose. But the universe is sending a message now that you're actually good. You can bring in the energy, you can bring in that life purpose, you can go forward, you can do, you know, everything you need, but you got to get out of your own way. There's a lot of times where people will feel like straight up stuck in life, and then when they actually pan back and realize that the only thing that is holding them back is themselves. Like, it's not that they can't do something, it's not that, you know, they can't navigate something, it's not that they can't find the resources in front of them, it's not that they can't, you know, make sure everything aligns. It's just the fact that they are too afraid to move on, to let go of all of that stuff. It can be ridiculously eye-opening, especially for you, Leo, because you can be a little bit stubborn because you want to pour yourself into something. You don't really want to think about being calculated about it. You want to share and you want to shower and you want to give all of these gifts and these like loving energy, and you're like coming up with this energy of like, okay, what's next? Like, I don't know. Like, if I sit down and I think about it, what's next? And the universe is saying go internally. So if you don't meditate, you need to. You need to do a meditation practice, because this is going to give you some clarity to get the answers that you are seeking and that you are searching for, because you're pulling the trigger too quick with everything. The reason why you're getting in trouble and not getting where you want to go, both in that romance and that life passion, is because you're going too quick, you're going too quick, you're going too quick. As a fire sign, you're like action, 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 action. It's natural and it's worked out in many ways. But for this particular thing, your energy is a little bit discombobulated. So you're going to have to go internal. And you're going to have to take that moment to realize what the fuck is going on. And then come back at it. Tackle it in a different way. And you're getting the Two of Pentacles and Temperance both in reverse. You are putting way too much weight on this. It's not as great as you think it is. It's actually causing you stress and stopping your energetic flow from getting to where you actually need to go. You're prizing this bigger than what it actually is in your life. You got some much better stuff. And it hurts to have to let go of a way of things, a way of doing things. Because sometimes we move on in life from relationships to other relationships, from passions to other passions. And we never actually really we never really dealt with that first love, or that first time we felt hurt or setback or something like that. And that feeds into so many other things. So You might think you have to hold on to something that is no longer for you, or a way of doing things that no longer works for you, because there's kind of this toxic loyalty behind it. But you gotta think, it's tough sometimes to have to go in and do that introspective work. But you gotta think, if you really want to shine bright, if you really want to be connected to that ultimate passion, that ultimate purpose, you gotta do this self work. And going in and getting those messages, going in and getting, some understanding of how to illuminate your path will be really, really ridiculously helpful for you, Leo. Because you are going to, I'm saying all of this to you, and you're going to do what you want to do, because you always do what you want to do. Because, you like to have a good time. You like to, just go with it. You hear what I'm saying. But at the same time, you're like, okay, you think that you're implementing some new stuff, and then you're just kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. I'm laughing at the point that it's like the universe is telling you, Leo, that you're magical. The universe is telling you that anyone who has ever wronged you, or any situation that has been tough or hurtful on you, will be corrected in due time. That if you think about it, or if you have to, resort or sort out how you felt about things in the past, don't worry about it. It's going to work out. Just know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to work out to your greatest and your highest good, and you don't have to be scared or anything like that. But I'm getting the sense that you just don't know how. Like, you just energetically, internally, it feels foreign. Like, it feels like having to connect in and having to do that stuff just feels like, I don't want to say pulling teeth. It just feels like, people do this. Why? Like, what is the point? What's the purpose? And you might even think you're doing it. Yeah, I've been doing this. Take it to another level. Amplify it to another level. See yourself, your vision, your goals to another level, because Leo, you need to shine. Like the cards are saying, you need to shine, and you're so locked up in this cage. It's not good for you, Leo, your card is in reverse. That's a problem. You're not able to be that exciting, bubbly presence in both that love area as well as your passion. And when you correct one, you correct both of them. Your kind of like very twin flame-esque energy and principles are deeply tied into both of these. If you correct your purpose, your passion, your life purpose, love will come. If you sit and you figure out how to correct love, your passion will come. But these two together can be a little bit difficult in causing you to be kind of a little bit at odds. And I'm giving you a little bit of cinnamon here for grounding because there's going to be some little stuff that's like coming up in the moment, and I don't want you to think about it or feel like, oh my gosh, I should feel bad or anything. It's just like, hey, it happens. Life happens, okay? Life happens at times. It's all good. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like, you're not going to be able to make it through to the other side. You have so much, wisdom and things like that. So don't worry at all. But you're probably asking, well, how do I do it? How do I get to the other side? How long is it going to take? That you can find out more in the extended read. So if you join Patreon, you get access to this read and all the other reads. So if you have planets in different signs, you get access to all of that information. And like I said, if you're still there for the promo where I have the first 20 people get a tarot natal chart reading, you can ask up to 3 questions. We can look at this very deeply, but if you want to know how to get on, like a path that illuminates, as well as perhaps a time frame, check out that extended read on Patreon, Aqua Goddess Tarot. The link is in the description box. I was gonna be like, the link is in the bio. But you got this, Leo. Come back anytime. You know, I don't mind helping and being there. You're gonna do what you want to do, as you should. This is your life. I'm just trying to help as best as I can. But you know what? I got you, boo. So I'll see you in a little bit.